Howdy everyone, set 5, episode 2, right here. We are just going to be talking about sports right now real quick. And first on the list, which was tonight, and if you know what I'm talking about, even though it is just preseason, it was the Edmonton Eskimo and Saskatchewan Roughrider football game.
Yeah, and I guess Eskimos just weren't good enough tonight. They held the lead heading into the fourth quarter, and Saskatchewan was able to come back, make it interesting, and they got a touchdown late. And then with about less than a minute to go, Edmonton got the ball back, had a chance to get in field goal range and wind the clock down. And their quarterback Crompton, he ended up throwing a pick six, and that was the end of the game pretty much from there. But a very entertaining preseason game.
Yeah.
I was actually just hoping somebody would win in regulation. I didn't really want to see it go to overtime at all, because it is only the preseason, folks. I know all Rider fans are so excited and everything, but you have
to take a look that both teams had their third and fourth string players being put out there. So.
Yeah, so it wasn't definitely not the best players on either side were playing the entire game. And unfortunate news for the Eskimos is, of course, Matt Nichols leaving the game in the first half with an injury. Did not put any weight on, I believe it was his right knee. Yes, didn't put any weight on that at all. He left the game, did not return. So we'll see what happens there. But hopefully, if he can't come back, Mike Riley will step up and become QB1 for the Eskimos. If not, then we are in trouble.
Yeah, and it's actually really interesting too, because at the training camp, those two boys were fighting neck and neck for the QB1 position.
Yeah, it's really going to be a toss-up this year. Like, I think maybe Matt Nichols has a little bit of an edge, but of course his injury, who knows what this means.
And he kind of jinxed it too, because we were watching on TSN, and he said, yeah, my leg's feeling real good, and it healed stronger than it was before. And then the next couple of plays that he played after, it's almost like it jinxed it.
Yeah, it's tough to say, But,
and even though I'm not really a huge person in superstition,
no, it's football. Stuff happens, and it's unfortunate sometimes because you remember that good running back, that Jesse Lumsden. Remember him? He was supposed to be such a great player coming out of McMaster University, and got drafted by the Hamilton Ticats. Had a great couple seasons. He was injury prone with the Ticats, and then the Eskimos signed him. That was a huge acquisition for them.
Yeah.
And he played all of, I think, maybe 2 sets of downs for the Eskimos, and then that was basically it for him. So injuries happen; it's part of the game, and that's what makes CFL just a little bit more interesting. I think there's only so many players in the league, and the way you look at last year, what happened? Corey Boyd, the best running back in the league from a year ago, ends up getting released by the Toronto Argonauts, and the Edmonton Eskimos pick him up. And they were supposed to have a 3-headed monster with him, Charles, and Jerome Messam. That obviously didn't work out that well. So CFL is a funny sport. It's a funny league, and you never know what's going to happen. And so it'll be an exciting year. Hopefully. The Riders, of course, they're having to deal with they got Leroy Simon this year, right?
We do, and you didn't even see him tonight.
No.
Like, it would have even been cool just to see him for one play or even one set.
Did he even start or anything?
No, nothing.
No, nothing.
Durant played for a bit of I think it was a bit of the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then they went no, it was Drew Willie and then Durant. So it was the second string, and then they went to their first string.
Okay, yeah. It's the coaches are just trying to get a good view of what the players are, and I don't think Leroy Simon has to do too much in the preseason, to be honest, because I think he's proven himself in this league.
Yeah.
So I guess there's still another preseason game left, so he'll definitely get his shots in there. But it's going to be interesting to see if the Toronto Argonauts can retain their Grey Cup title, and if Ricky Ray, unfortunately, can bring it back to the promised land just like he did a year ago.
Yeah.
But the other exciting thing is the Grey Cup's in Saskatchewan this year.
It is, and it would be so awesome if Saskatchewan's always going to have fans no matter what, but it'd be cool if Saskatchewan even made it to the final game and even won it.
Yeah.
But We don't know that yet.
We'll have to figure it out once November comes around because it'll be a fantastic Grey Cup weekend. I wish I would be able to go to that. But
it would be awesome to see, and because the hockey bet is going to be finishing up here, not shortly, but in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, want to maybe touch on that just quickly and see, just to
Well, I was just going to say we can do the exact same thing for CFL if you want.
Oh.
You pick Eskimos, I pick Riders, and
okay.
Whoever makes it further,
Sure,
loser has
we can
to
do
buy.
that. We can do that.
It's on
Start
camera.
here first.